A lot of you were on the fucking Zoom and you were doing the following, okay? Looking at your mail, sending texts to each other about what an asshole the other person is. Okay, not paying attention, not reading your stuff, and if you don't think that slows down efficiency, creativity, creates rudeness and stuff, it does, okay? And when I found out that people are doing that, you don't do that in my goddamn meetings. You go to a meeting with me, you got my attention, you got my focus, I don't bring my goddamn phone, I'm not sending texts to people, okay? It simply doesn't work, and it doesn't work for creativity, it slows down decision making. And don't give me the shit that work from home Friday works. I call a lot of people on Friday. There's not a goddamn person to get a hold of. But here are the problems, okay? And they are substantial, okay? Which is the young generation is being damaged by this. That means they may or may not be in your particular staff, but they are being left behind. They're being left behind socially, ideas, meeting people. In fact, my guess is most of you live in communities a hell of a lot less diverse than this room. Every area should be looking to be 10% more efficient. If I was running a department of 100 people, I guarantee you, if I wanted to, I could run it with 90 and be more efficient. I guarantee you. I could do it in my sleep.
And here is another example of why you shouldn't break your back for these companies thinking they got your back. They don't have your back. Listen, this was a video that came out from the JP Morgan CEO, and this is exactly how he feels. And I'm not going to knock the guy. It's his company. He could run it how he wants to run it. But this just shows you exactly how most of these CEOs feel. Okay? They don't give a damn about you. They talk about you as if you're just nothing but just a bargaining chip or something they could just toss in the side and that's it. That's all they care about you for is what can you do for them. But to me, the whole funny situation is he's so concerned with the young generation. Right? He's so concerned. The poor young people, they're not going to be able to become creative. They're suffering from this. When to me, it's the opposite. You see, the young generation is telling the elders, the boomers, this is what we want. But the boomers are saying, no. We know what's best for you. This is what you want. And it's like, well, no, I don't want it. Like he said, they get distracted, they're on the phones, whatever. And it's like, they just don't understand that the young generation, right? These are the new people who are coming in to this economy with so much ideas. They're different. They are completely different. Like messing around your phone, I get it. It could come off as if like you're being rude. You're not really paying attention. But let's be very honest. For some people, getting on the phone for a bit is like a way to just clear their mind. Right? To just clear their mind for a sec, get on the phone, mess with it, then come back and they're sharp and they're ready and they're good to go. Now, I don't know if this is how all the young people are. Some of them, I get it. Some of them are just bad at what they do. But most people, that's what they do. They do stuff to just clear their mind. They play video games. They play crossword puzzles on the phone. Everyone's on their phone and that's their way to clear their mind. Right? That's why you have to embrace it to a certain way. You have to just allow them to just do what they want to do to become creative. These are the guys that are breaking your back right now, okay? These are the people who are working in corporations that are not giving them fair wages. And they keep on with their excuses with inflation, while these CEOs are getting massive amount of checks, okay? The bonuses are still coming in, but at the same time, it's not trickling down. It's like this, it's like a generational war going on right now, where a lot of these elder boomers just want to just shade the younger generation and just call them lazy and just give them all these names when in reality it's like you're just not listening. You're being stubborn and you want to do things your way, right? If everyone doesn't want to work 5 days a week in the office, and some people are really efficient and they're creative when they're by themselves and thinking by themselves, and then they do like the option to once in a while have a conversation with a group of people saying, hey, this is what I thought about. What do you think? And then everyone collaborates, everyone talks, and then boom, everyone breaks up, goes back to their area, and they focus on whatever they're focusing on. They put the headphones on, which is what I do all the time. Put my headphones on, I lock in, boom, 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 and I get my work done, right? And then when I got a question, I think about that question, I try to ponder on it, quiet, then I come with the team, I collaborate, then I leave again. That's just the way it works. That's why to me, the hybrid, okay, I could deal with the hybrid. Right, with the hybrid model I work right now, I could deal with that, which is, you get 2 days away from the office and 3 days in the office. Okay, I could deal with that. I don't mind that. That to me is important. Okay, you cannot be home remote the whole time. That's really difficult. You got to give in a little bit, okay? You got to give in a little bit because, yes, when it all started and we've all got this job, we all had to go into the office, right? 5 days a week. Now, you get it 3 days, just take it, okay? Just take what you can. But this whole notion of just thinking like there's something wrong with the young generation is being tone deaf. Just listen to what they're saying and just try to just give in quite a bit, right? Because people will work more and harder for a leader that you feel like they're listening. Like they're listening and they're understanding. Not like just reprimanding you and just saying, you know what? I could work more efficient by, 90% more efficient and letting go of someone. I guarantee you that I could do this. It's like, what? Like, don't you understand that these are the people that are working for you? These are the people that are trying to boost the value of the company to make it, valuable. Now, I understand if the company's taking a hit on revenue and they're doing such a bad job and you're seeing a department take a big hit because of the fact of people just not being productive. I get it. But the problem is it's these boomers don't like the way how people are being productive now. They're not doing it the same way how other people do it. And to me, it's a shame, right? It's really a shame because you keep on hearing the news how people are getting laid off and they're saying, because of this and the cost and inflation, tariffs. That's what they're blaming it on. But now, as you see, they're like, no. We're trying to get ahead of this, okay? We're trying to get ahead of the tariffs. We're trying to get ahead of the inflation. We're trying to get ahead of all this. Let's just become more efficient. And all that means to me, when I say more efficient, means dump more work to people, right? No more 40 hours a week. Now it's 50 or 60. Where else are they going to go? Right now, the market is really tough. They have nowhere to go. Everything shifted, right? With COVID, the advantage was, the big great resignation where people were able to jump around for jobs, negotiate, get bigger pays. Now that's shifted, right? Now the CEOs got the power and they're not willing to let it go. They are not willing to let it go. As you see, they just feel the way they feel and they feel like that's just it gets justified for them to be as upset and just talk down about their employees and pretty much calling them lazy. I don't know, man. I don't like it at all. To me, when it comes to working remote, like it's a benefit that people are getting and it allows people to be happier, right? I really believe in a work-life balance. That to me is critical. And the younger generation saying work-life balance is something they want, right? These Gen Zs are looking at the boomers and saying, I don't want that lifestyle. But then the boomers turn around saying, but this is what you have to do. There's different ways of doing things, right? A lot of these boomers weren't around during the internet. Some of these Gen Zs were born in the internet era and they lived in the internet era. They lived in the social media era. They lived in the text messaging era. That's all they know, right? You cannot just remove that from them because some people, that's how they function, right? That's just how they function. And it's just this big gap. It's just getting crazier and crazier and crazier. And listen, it was unfortunate that information leaked out about that CEO, but I'm pretty sure he said stuff like this in front of everyone already, right? I'm pretty sure he did. But once again, it's his company. He could run it how he wants to run it. I would not want to work for someone like that, right? And that's the reason why, yes, I give my all, right, to a company, my all, but I always save a little, okay? I always save a little bit for myself because they could just cut you and just throw you in the side. And really, it is a business, right? It's like when they need you, they need you. When they don't. You are the most biggest expense for a corporation. So they're trying to reduce expenses as much as possible, which means headcount. That's just the way I see it, man. What do you guys think?